Hi guys. This video is to show you how to use a software system called Xero. As you know, from the 6th of April, sole traders and people with rental income over 50,000 have to now report quarterly to HMRC using some sort of accounting software. Now, we use a system called Xero, and I've set you up on Xero with an account, and I just want to show you how to use it so that we can report to HMRC on a quarterly basis. So, there are a couple of things to do. The first thing to do is you need to connect your bank to Xero. Now, that's what you do is you go into, don't worry too much about all these things over the top, but to connect your bank, you go accounting, bank accounts, and then you can see here on the top it says add bank account. And you'll see that it comes up with a popular bank, the most popular bank accounts. If you don't see your bank account in there, just use the search function in there, and you should be able to find it. But most of them are in there. Now I've added a test account, but don't worry about that. I just want to show you how to use it. I've added a test account. Sorry, once you go through that, adding your bank account, accounting, bank account. Oh, it's a bit slow. Add bank account. It will connect to your bank account and bring the bank transactions into Xero, which is what you want. So if you've got it doesn't matter whether you've got a dedicated bank account for your rental business or you just mix and match your personal details with your rental income. Just connect your bank where the rental income comes from and you pay your expenses out of. Now, what should happen is the bank account should appear here on the left in home, left hand side here. Now I've set up a test bank account. This won't be yours, obviously. This is just a test. I've imported a load of dummy transactions here. If you click on reconcile, so once you've set up your bank account, the other thing you need to do is click on reconcile items. Now this will come up. On the left is all your bank statement lines. This is what you connect your bank to. It'll bring in all these transactions on the left hand side of the screen. So these are your bank statement lines. On the right, you're going to put them into Xero. So you're going to put these transactions into Xero. So on the left should appear all your bank statements lines once you've connected to your bank. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to deal with all these items, the receipts and the payments. You'll see that spent money and received. Again, on the left, these are your bank statement lines. What's been imported or what's been imported when you connected to Xero. So we'll deal with the income, your rental income first. As I say, I put a couple of dummy transactions in because I want to show you how you deal with these in Xero. So say that you receive money directly from your client. So I've just said it's AB here, just, I don't know, whoever you rent out to. You can see here there's match, create and discuss. Use create, put in who it's to, so it's AB. It's a new contact. This is where it goes in Xero. So you can type in rental income and it will come up with the code for rental income. You can put a description in if you like, April rent, or you can put in 125 Mean Street. You can put in the address. There's no VAT here, and then press OK. As I say, I'm going to just go through rental income first. So that's if it's straightforward. That's if you receive it from, say, directly from a customer and you don't have an agent. If you have an estate agent, you might want to, what you receive from the estate agent may not necessarily be the gross rent. So what you have to do is you want to record the gross rent and their commission. It depends what the estate agent sends you, but most of them send you a statement every month. So what we do here is we still in create, but we go to add details. Now say the monthly rental was 6,000. Rental from, I put in the property address from 2 Mean Street. So 6,000. Again, it's rental income. Oh. Rental income. But maybe that's estate agents' fees as 1,000. I know I'm putting in 1,000, it's too much, but it's just an example. Estate agents' fees. Then minus 1,000. Commission. Actually, I'm going to add an account because account type is direct cost. We're calling it estate agents' fees. I'll set up estate agents' fees in your Xero. So, direct costs. Unique name. Oh, maybe we've got one set up already. Let's just have a look. Oh, yes, we've already got one set up. So apologies. I already set one up. We've got one called estate agents' fees. So there you are. Look, it matches now. We've got 5,000 received and 5,000, but instead of just putting it to rental income, we've grossed it up for the real rent and taken out the estate agents' fees. Now, the agents might also pay for other things like maintenance. So again, you want the gross rent less any agent's fees, less any maintenance. So you might have received, I don't know. It depends how they handle it. Now, personally, I'd also, you see this little thing there, you can upload the statement or the invoice here. Upload the file. So I would actually put the statement there so that you can see at a later date what you've costed. And also we'll be able to see what you've costed to make sure it's right. So, if you're receiving your rent from the agent and they're collecting the money and they're deducting amounts before they get sent to it, this is the way you handle it. And then if you click save transaction like that, that will match against the the bank statement line, press OK. Now, you will see, if I just show you something, that these transactions now are in Xero. There's gross rent of 6,000. Remember, 5,000 received, but £1,000 was gross rent and estate agent's commission, plus 2,500 directly from the client. If you rent directly from the client or from your renters, and then you've got the estate agent's fees in there. So that's how you deal with rental income. If I go back to the home tab, if I go back to the home tab and then again click on reconcile items, I've done the rental income now. I've done the income side of the bank statements. So what I want to do now is the expenses side. So I'll go through all these in turn just to show you what to do. So let's assume that if you have a separate bank account for your rental income, I wouldn't sort of mix personal and business expenses. If you don't, you're going to get all your personal transactions here. And I've shown you this basically all these test transactions are mixing personal and business. It's easier if you've got a dedicated bank account just for rental income and expenses, because you won't have personal items in here. But I just want to show you, if you don't and you're mixing the two, what you need to do with your personal items. So this amount spent, all these amounts now are the amount that are spent, the money that you spent via your bank account. So this one's just down the pub. It's just an example. So everything that's personal, Rose and Crown, again, you put to owner's drawings, it's called. Owner drawings, 980. You can put a description in or not. So anything personal. Cash, again, is personal. That goes to the same thing, owner drawings, if you drag money out. Now, if this nationwide, this is mortgage interest on one of your rental properties. If this is mortgage interest on one of your rental properties and it's interest only, then you can put this through. If it's not interest only, you have to take out the capital element, the repayment element out of these monthly payments. So again, you split that transaction, add details. If this is for rental income, this mortgage for rental income, specifically for one of your buy-to-let properties, then say all of it wasn't interest. So we'll put the interest amount in. So it was only £1,000 interest. Interest paid. And the rest would be more, I'd say, mortgage capital repayments. Capital repayments. and that's 750. And that again goes to owner's drawings because it's personal. Anything that isn't business related, and interest is business related, obviously. If that loan is for your rental property, obviously if it's your personal home, then you can't claim it back. So I'll save that transaction. You can see it matches here. And okay. Here's Cox, assume that's insurance. So we'll just put that to, and if it's insurance, you can type insurance in, put a description, building insurance, I don't know, anything, contents insurance. Only if it relates to the rental property. If it doesn't relate to the rental property, then it goes to owner's drawings. EDF, again, does that relate to your home or does it relate to the property? Are you paying the electricity bills or is the client paying? If you're paying and that relates to the property, then you can cost it to the property. Right. So we've got. Let's assume that you've got expenses that relate to. Sorry, I just need to. Let's assume you've got expenses that relate to the rental property. This is a post office receipt that you've got here that relates to the one of your properties. So Xero also has an app, okay, and let's just open it. And you can take a picture of the receipt here. Let's just get the right. So in here you can. This is the you log in. You download the app from the App Store or Google Play or wherever you download from. And on the top right hand side, there's a plus sign. So it says, when you click on the plus sign, it says there are various options. What you want to do is add a receipt. And it asks you, where did you spend it? Well, this one's the post office. And then it asks you, what was it for? So it's postage, obviously. When did you spend it? Well, this one was spent on the 10th of April. Now, asks you, how did you pay? If you click on that, you'll come up with your bank account. So you just put in the bank account. Sometimes people have 2 or 3 bank accounts that you can connect to Xero, but I doubt you will have. So there'll only be one bank account there. Then it asks you to categorize the account. And this brings up a list of all the account codes in Xero. So you can search postage. There's no VAT because we're just rental, you're doing rental properties and you're not VAT registered. And anyway, rental properties, residential rental properties are exempt from VAT, so you don't charge VAT on them. Include the total amount. In this case, this is 925.25. Then it asks you, do you want to attach a file? So press yes. And it comes up with an option of take a photo. So take a photo. Use the photo. Then it says done. And top right says save. So if we save that, and then I refresh this page, this amount has actually appeared here next to the post office line in the bank statement. The reason I do this rather than just create a transaction is I want to see the receipts in Xero. I want a copy of the receipt in Xero. So if you see now, there's a copy of this in Xero, which is very useful. Otherwise you forget, There you go. Copy of that in Xero. So that's if you've got things that you spend money on and you want to attach the receipt in Xero, this is the way to do it. And then I've got another one here. If I want to attach here, it's a different method. If I've got the receipt on my computer, you go into add. Oh, let's go back there to just show you again how to do that. So if you want to get the receipts into Xero, you can do it via the mobile app, the Xero mobile app. Alternatively, add detail. And here again, you can upload the receipt if you have it on your computer. Let's just add a receipt. Just see if I've got something. Okay, yeah. So what is this for? This is for signing software, account in Xero, IT, software and consumables. As you're not VAT registered, there's no VAT. You put the gross amount in, save the transaction, and again it will come up here. But the beauty of that is you've got the transaction you've got a copy of the receipt in Xero. Now let's assume these last two are just personal. So you've got to add a new contact if it's not already there, and 980 owners drawings. So remember, anything personal goes to owners drawings. So that's reconciled the whole lot now. So if I go back and look at what's been entered in Xero, and I won't worry about this too much because we can check whether you've entered things properly or not. If I go back and look, I can see that You have entered things properly. Look, you've got a rental income of 8,000. You've got estate agents' fees. You've got the insurance there. You've got interest paid on the buy-to-let mortgages. You've got light, heat, and power if you pay that yourself, and you've got all the other transactions. And also, you can see that the receipts are attached as well. So if I go into one of these transactions, I can see a copy of the receipt attached or the invoice attached, which is very useful for you and for us as well, especially if HMRC ask. And that's it, really. That's how you record your transactions, your transactions in Xero for your rental income and for your expenses. Obviously, if you've got any questions, there's a bit of a learning curve at the beginning. So please, look at the video and then replay it over and over again so you get an idea how to use Xero. But the important things are connect your bank, and then you import the bank statements, or the statement lines will be imported, the transactions will be imported, and then you reconcile them in Xero, the income or the income and the receipts and the payments. Great. Okay. Thanks very much. Any questions, give us a shout. Thank you. Bye.